Hello, my name is Leopold Bloody, and today I will be discussing the Dyskerin protein. So basically, before I begin in what does the Dyskerin protein does, I'll just show you where it is located. Basically, it is located on the ends of chromosomes. Here in this image, you can see that portions of the telomere syndromes where mutations have been discovered are shaded in blue. Notice the zoom in on one of the blue areas where TERT is located. This includes the Dyskerin protein and its complex, which is right where the second arrow points right over here. This telomerase enzyme complex contains TERT, the reverse transcriptase, and the essential RNA component that contains a template for telomere repeat addition, TR. TR contains a family of proteins that binds the Dyskerin protein, which is a part of a larger Dyskerin complex that consists of NHP2. So now that I've showed you where it is and the system that it is in, I'd like to show you what the Dyskerin protein exactly does. So this protein is involved in maintaining telomeres, which are found at the ends of chromosomes, as you can see here. These structures help protect chromosomes from abnormally sticking. The Dyskerin protein role, an aspect of telomerase named HTR, provides a template for creating the repeated sequence of DNA that telomerase adds to the ends of chromosomes. The Dyskerin protein's role is to bind to HTR and help stabilize the telomerase complex. As you can see here, here's the HTR with the telomerase complex shown in this image below. This process is very important, since telomeres are responsible for the division of crucial cells that divide rapidly, such as cells that line the lungs, the gastrointestinal tract, bone marrow, and the developing fetus. Telomerase enables these cells to divide plenty of times without becoming damaged. It also is normally active in many cancer cells, which grow and divide with no control. So now, here is a protein model presented below. It's an important factor to the stabilization of the Dyskerin protein, the encoder of Dyskerin protein actually, and the very gene that when mutated causes DC. Since Dyskerin is involved in the production of ribosomal RNA, or rRNA, which are required for assembling amino acids into functioning proteins. The presented protein is SMN1 of the SMN complex, which is also a component of telomerase RNA template component TERT, which also can cause DC. With active site of SMN1 is the area where it does its molecular processing. By the way, DC is Dyskerin congenita, which is a mutation I will explain further in a moment. So as you can see here, as I'm flipping through slides, there's a lot of alpha helices present in this protein. There's no presence of beta sheets, and as you can see here again that the active site is shaded in blue. So again, one more time. When the Dyskerin protein is disrupted, the regulation of telomeres are affected, causing an X-like syndrome known as dyskeratosis congenita (DC), therefore affecting mostly male carriers. The effects of DC includes distorted pigmentation, distorted nail growth, hindered white patches inside the mouth or oral leukoplakia, and the development of bone marrow failure and/or cancer. Most people with DC have unaffected intelligence and development of motor skills. The development of these things may be hindered / delayed in certain individuals who are more severely affected by DC. So as you can see, the picture down below, dyskeratosis congenita, which is right here in the upper left corner, converts uridine to pseudodyne. Also, here's an example of the skin pigmentation and the distorted nail growth. So in one case that exemplifies the disorder, a young man named Alex Bellucci was born from 2 carriers of the mutation and was thus affected. Although he had seemingly normal birth, his disorder began to progress over time. He could not eat through his mouth, his muscle movements were hardly controllable, and his skin pigmentation and nail dystrophy developed along with his age. By the time Alex was 15, bone marrow failure became a developing issue. Even though after receiving a bone marrow transplant from his little brother Evan, who was not affected by DC, Alex was not able to survive. Although he did surpass the common age of death, which is around the age of 12. Alex died around the age of 15. So basically an overview of the Dyskerin protein. What you guys should have learned from this presentation is where the Dyskerin protein is located, which is at the ends of chromosomes where telomeres are produced. The function of Dyskerin protein, which is to regulate the amount of telomeres produced, which also affects aging and causes is very essential for many parts of the human body, and the mutation that can occur when Dyskerin protein is disrupted, which is Dyskerin congenita. Thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoyed.